back up. We need backup, please. Somebody fix the chips.
No, yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the Where To Next podcast. My name is Kaylee Hovey and I'm sitting here with my husband and co-host Shannon Meekins.
Yes, I am still here.
Yes, that's your opening thing. Yes, like a creeper in the doorway.
Yes. Like
Lurch.
I was going to say I feel like Lurch.
Hello, Lurch. Yes, welcome.
You rang.
You rang. Yeah, that's what he says. You rang. Yeah, Lurch in the corner. Yes. So
I feel
today,
I'm more animated than Lurch though.
sometimes. Sometimes you're not.
No, probably not this weekend, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's been a big weekend.
It has been a massive weekend.
It's been too big, actually. I feel my age has caught up with me extravagantly.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has?
No.
Yeah, it has.
Well,
You
no.
look old and
So,
haggard.
No. So on Thursday night, you were shocked to find out my actual birth.
So we've been married for 13 years.
No.
Hang on. How long have we been married? 12.
11 years.
Oh,
We've been
only
together
11?
like 14 years.
Yeah, okay, that's why I get confused with the numbers.
Yeah.
So last night, I discovered that my husband is not the age he proclaimed to be at our wedding.
What do you mean?
So you are meant to be 36 this year.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I thought you were going to be 36 this year. I don't care how many times I've written your birthday down on anything.
on travel documents to get into countries, yes.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter.
No, I'm 30. I'm 34 at the moment, turning 35 in October.
Just to clarify, I am joking. I did know how old he was.
Yeah.
But it occurred to me that yesterday I truly forgot how old I was. I definitely forgot how old Shannon was. And on the way home, I was like, oh, yeah, you're turning 36 next month or soon. And no, I'm not. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not. But I said it with such a tone of disgust.
Yes, the ageism came out in you. And I must assure you that the fact that I'm going to be 38 next birthday made me feel sick.
But your 38th birthday is next year. It's not this year coming.
That's true. But it's not the point.
No.
The whole ageism thing really caught me off guard. And it made me realise I am in fact getting older.
You are. Yeah. Fine wine, pumpkin.
Yes, that's right. And I do believe that's happening.
That vinegar stuff we don't drink.
I do feel like that is happening. I look at other people too. Like there's some other content creators lately that have been posting on Instagram flashbacks, and I think to myself, you've definitely gotten better with age, as in everything, every aspect. I mean, obviously content, but even their own everything, everything is getting better with age.
How freaky is it though when you see like a photo from the 80s and you're like, ooh, what were you thinking?
Yeah, well, even my mum, she looks cooler the older she gets.
Your whole family, your mum's side of your whole mum's side of the family, that get your head around that, everyone. All right. They all got better with age. Like your nan, in her 80s, she only looked 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
But when she was in her 60s, she looked 80. Like, that's what I thought.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
It was.
And my mum's the same.
Your mum's the same.
She's getting better looking the older she... And my sister. And I'm just getting more haggard.
Yeah. I feel...
Wow, you keep saying yeah.
Well,
You're going to be sleeping on the couch.
I am supportive.
Anyway, that's not the point. So, it's been a big weekend. My body has felt. But we went to the football. The poor Geelong Cats...
Yeah, we don't talk about this.
...did not, unfortunately, advance to the grand final. We had spectacular seats, I might add.
Oh,
we were sitting in the front row.
The best seats.
We got to see all the action. It was great. It was in the rain. I'm also adding that to the factors of why I might be tired now, because you made me sit in the rain at the football.
And if Kaylee sounds a bit funny, that's probably why.
It was a late night, though, then getting out and then the 45-minute wait at McDonald's. That killed my soul.
That was ridiculous. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so obviously the traffic coming out of Melbourne was horrendous. We got all the way back to Geelong before we went, you know what, I'm a bit hungry. Let's get some Maccas.
Yeah.
So we did a mobile order pulling up to the McDonald's, and that was all well and good. We sat in the drive-through line, which was, 15
line.
Cars deep.
Yeah.
It was decent. But we're in the drive-through line. At the 25-minute mark, I said to you, and you said to me, we can't do this. I need to go home. But we'd already placed our mobile order.
Yep.
Let's just walk in and get it. We're being so lazy, we're not getting out of the car. All right. Another 35 minutes.
Yep.
So we were there for an hour waiting for the McDonald's order.
And I'd already paid and ordered for it. And that's the thing. When we did the mobile order, it come up, how you get your number? It was 189. I walked in and they were at 137.
Yeah. And we understand there's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. But still.
It was fast food.
It's fast food. It's not fast food.
No, and we'd literally left Melbourne. We were back in Geelong.
Yeah.
Like we were back in Geelong,
Yep.
living our best lives, and they just had no staff on, no nothing.
They weren't prepared.
It was a disaster zone. They should have just said, "We can't take any more orders. We're sorry, go away.
Yep.
Turn
Should've-
off your
turn them off.
mobile ordering system. We can't do this. Back up. We need backup, please. Somebody fix the chips."
No, yeah. Yes, but Geelong did lose, but they lost spectacularly. It
was a good game. I really
no,
enjoyed
it was
it.
a good game. It was a really good game, but still lost, and it probably hurt more because we were sitting in the front row.
Yeah, sitting in the front row, and then had the Brisbane Lions supporters screaming in our face, and that was not okay. That was horrific. The weekend continued. Today we went to Tina Turner the musical.
This is why I brought up the 80s before as well.
Oh right, yeah, I should have guessed. Yeah, so that is a spectacular show.
Oh,
If you are looking to go to a Broadway musical and Tina Turner is touring your city,
yeah, but it was so good.
get yourself a ticket.
Yeah, get yourself a ticket. Like I went into the show thinking it was going to be, impersonator kind of thing.
Yeah,
And I honestly thought, why am I going to be here for 3 hours?
yeah. Oh, I thought that too. I did think that because this was a show. Obviously, we brought this for my mum for Mother's Day,
Yep.
and it was obviously, I love all musicals. I will go and see anything and listen to anything.
Yeah.
But sometimes I pick duds.
Oh, yeah.
And
But
this,
everyone
I was
does.
worried. I'm not going to lie, I was worried, especially when I saw that it was 2 hours and 40 minutes with a 20-minute interval. I thought to myself, oh, I've done something terrible.
Oh, you've made a mistake.
I've made a mistake and I can't get out of this.
Whereas me, I was going, oh, I don't know that many Tina Turner songs. But
You did.
I did.
There was
I-
so
I
many
knew,
that...
I knew heaps.
Yeah. So from the get-go, the show really jumps off with a bang. So good that you get to see all of Tina Turner's life
Yep.
involved in it as well, the ups and the downs. And I certainly have a bigger respect for Tina Turner
Oh,
now.
yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
and I'm sure there was many details missing.
But coming out from Tina Turner, it was such a good show and on a high and whatnot. What's something that can bring down your high super quickly from that kind of environment?
A parking ticket.
Yeah, a parking ticket.
Especially when you've parked. Fair enough. And for some reason, we've got to park really close. It was 2-hour parking.
Yeah.
But at interval, when Shannon runs, and I mean, we were sitting in, we've had good seats all
Actually, no,
weekend.
we haven't.
So we were sitting in the front row of, what were we in? The Grand Circle. Grand
Yes.
Circle row A. So they were
At the-
spectacular
Yep,
seats as
yep.
well. Shannon has gotten up and ran at interval to the car to pay for an additional 2 hours of parking.
Now, well, let me paint the picture for the people who don't know Melbourne Princess Theatre. All right, Grand Circle is level 3.
Yeah.
So I had to run up the stairs, across the back,
Back down.
down 6 flights of stairs, outside, down the street,
Yeah, and up the street.
yeah, and then back up the street to come back.
And then you made it back. Anyway, Shannon made it back all the way.
Yep.
Paid his due, gave the parking meter its
Yeah,
money,
more money.
arrived back, and here is a fine. But what we don't understand is the fine was issued half an hour after the second payment was
Done.
made.
Yep. And
So tomorrow, we'll add that to our list of activities. We're going to call the Melbourne City Council.
yeah, because you guys are ripping people off. I have proof because I'm one of those
I
weird.
love it how direct you are. I have proof
Yeah.
it is over for
Yep,
you.
because you know what? I had a feeling all day, every time that somebody offered me a receipt, like the machine said, scan here for your receipt, I went, yeah, I will. And that's what I did.
I'll take that.
I'll take the receipt. So I've got the receipt from when I paid and when I was paid up to.
And you know what the worst part is? When you fight these sort of things, like you fight the council
I'm
for
gonna
anything,
lose.
you're going to lose.
I know I'm going to
You're
lose.
going to lose. And it's just going to eat you. Sometimes I get things like, I get many a fine. Be that driving or parking. Because sometimes I just think, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to risk it.
Yeah.
And then I come out and I'm $100 lighter every time because it's a $99 fine, $99 here, $99 there. And I think to myself, I have paid for more potholes to be fixed with my fines,
But they're not fixed.
but they're not.
No.
And I always think to myself, I'll fight this. And then I get to the point where, all right, today's the day I need to call if I'm going to fight it. And I just think, why would I bother?
No.
Because you're fighting a system that's just against you.
Look, I know I'm going to lose because, it's the council, but I have proper proof and I will name shame on the internet.
We will name
I-
it. I will write a dirty email.
And it will go viral. it will go absolutely viral.
But the problem is it won't. You'll be that sad sack that you know when you see people on the name and shame groups on Facebook in particular.
Oh, yeah. You shouldn't have parked there.
Yeah, which, I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, no, we were in a valid park. It's fine. Yeah, it's not as if I would never, and I'd like to point out, my fines never come from things like parking in a handicap space or parking in like a fire. They're never those sort of things. They're always just over time. Yeah, I would never. I do not ever condone people parking in the disabled parks. Because I remember when I would take Nana to go get her groceries and things like that.
You could never get them.
I could never get into them. And then one day there was a woman and she was just off her chops.
Yep.
She was in the disabled park and I was with my Nana, who, mind you, at this time was probably 90-ish, 90, 91, 92. And my tradition with my Nana was I would take her to get her groceries on a Wednesday and I would go and have dinner with her Thursday night for years.
But your grocery shopping on Wednesdays, that started at 10 and finished at 2. It was a 4-hour experience.
Yeah, no, we would go and have lunch and go and do, like, it wasn't just for the groceries. It was a day out.
Yeah.
But this woman, she was off her tree and she was in the disabled parking spot and I don't know what came over me. My poor Nana, because I just never could handle it, because my Nan got to the point where she couldn't walk very far, but she was such a stubborn lady. She would not, she would walk, but it would just be a little bit slower than normal. And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But it got to me because we would have to park so far away from the door and here is a 90-year-old woman going, no, it's fine, we'll just do that. We'll just wear it. And here's this off her chops woman in the disabled park, not off her chops, just like junkie.
Yeah.
She was a junkie in the disabled park. Like there was a beer can coming out the window. I pulled up behind the woman. She couldn't exit anyway by the time I'd finished. And I abused her beyond belief for parking in the disabled park. And here is my 90-something-year-old grandmother walking 3 miles.
Those people deserve to be abused. It's like the people, you know what pisses me off? The people that park in the Safeway Woolworths pickup things like click and collect bays. Like they park there
and you watch them.
Yeah,
I have seen people get out of their car and walk into Woolworths to get their groceries. It's like, I'm sorry, that's a green bay.
Yeah, you can't do that. But like if I did it, if I got my stuff and went, shit, I forgot something.
Yeah.
I'd move the car.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
because
I know.
I couldn't do that walk of shame.
No, absolutely not.
That instant, okay, I'm in a green bay, I've got now the car gone in.
Yep.
All these people are watching me, but nobody would be brave enough to say anything. That's the point. And then you just know that you're being shamed.
I've got a scenario for you.
Okay.
What about parking in electric vehicle parking?
Those are free game. I will take that spot and your electric pump and just plug it into my iPhone. I don't care. Like, no, I'm joking.
I'll just put it into the boot and just make it look like
no, I'm joking.
My V8 needs it.
I wouldn't do that either because, I mean, imagine the poor bugger that's travelling Australia living their best holiday life.
I know.
And they can't go any further because you've parked there. No.
I just wanted the giggle.
No, I wouldn't do that. But look, if I had to choose between a disabled park and an electric park, the electric people can just wait their turn.
You guys got Netflix in the car. You can just hang out for 20 minutes.
Exactly. Ask your car what your response should be when I come back, because the jealous part of me is thinking, too bad, do what you want.
So sorry, hang on, wait. Just going back to Tina Turner, did you get your magnet? Because I was looking after your mum today.
Yeah, and you went and got the car.
Yeah.
Yes, I got my magnet. So that's our thing. Every show that we go to, like Broadway style, sing-along show, stage show, anything, I get a magnet. That's my collector's thing for them.
To the point where I remember one time there was no magnet and you actually got somebody to make you a magnet.
Yeah, they didn't sell magnets for Cruel Intentions.
Yep, that's right.
And I got my friend to make me a magnet because it's now a thing. And what has actually started this is the fact that we went to see Wicked. Now, we went to see Wicked. We've seen it multiple times, Shannon and I. The problem is Shannon argued with myself and our friend who we went to see Wicked with for a good 6 months, saying, I've never seen Wicked.
I will still argue now.
You cannot now. Your argue is invalid due to the fact that I randomly one day was going through my Facebook memories and up pops a lovely photo of the three of us who were discussing that we were at Wicked, and a check-in moment of here's the three of us about to watch Wicked, the stage show, not once, but twice.
Yeah.
It popped up for 2 different occasions, 2 different cities. And Shannon still denies that he's seen Wicked.
Because I don't remember it. So in my mind, I think it must be terrible, and I've just blocked it out like some kind of traumatic experience.
Traumatic
I don't know.
But but the problem is I don't have the magnet for it.
No, you don't.
I don't. And
That was my argument as well.
Yes, and that was legitimately the thing. Shannon would say, you don't have a magnet. And it put the seed of doubt in my mind.
Like, did we just get a photo out the front?
No, but I knew I'd seen it.
Yeah, I know.
I also had a hoodie. So, but you were like, yeah, you probably did that before I come along. You went and seen it then.
No, look, and that's the thing. Like, to this day, if I hadn't seen that check-in and that photo and whatnot, I would still say I have never, ever, ever, ever seen Wicked.
Yeah.
But I cannot remember it twice. Twice I cannot remember.
Yeah, that's right. It's crazy.
I don't think I've fallen asleep.
No, I would never let that happen.
No.
And you can't anyway. For those sort of shows.
Well, then it must be terribly boring for me.
It's not, though. It
No,
is
but
such a good show.
I do not understand. I don't know why I've forgotten it.
Yeah,
We've
we've
blocked it out.
Anyway, so that's why magnets are a must now. I will obtain a magnet from every single show and add it to the collection of collections. The problem is now, it's like I'm collecting collections.
Yeah.
I collect so much random shit.
You are the collector from Guardians.
I am, and I want everything in nice cases
Yep.
and protected, and
Yep.
nobody can touch it.
Yeah.
And
mint condition, you are the collector.
Yes.
It's also The Simpsons, actually.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
is
it's
that the comic book guy?
Yep.
Oh no, I remember an episode of that actually, and Xena was the collector.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right.
That I'm not the
Xena.
comic book guy.
Mint condition.
Yeah,
You're gonna put people in plastic.
That's right. I love Xena. That's a show that we need to rewatch.
I could watch Xena. My mum used to watch Xena. And
love
Hercules.
Xena. Yes, I love Hercules.
Can you actually even watch... What's Xena on?
I don't. Well, DVD because I never. I did not throw the good ones out or discard.
No, I know where the DVDs are, but it's not on any streaming service,
No,
is it?
and that's something that some streaming service needs to fix.
Yeah.
Because it is one of the only shows that and The Pretender. I can never find The Pretender on anything.
No.
If do you know what The Pretender is?
I know it, but no.
It is such a good show. I think it had, I don't know if it was 2 or 4. No, it had 4 seasons and then maybe even 2 movies.
Hang on, wait. Is this the guy that used to change jobs like
Yes, he would
Frank
pretend.
Abagnale?
So basically, he's a genius, and they had him locked up in something. I can't remember what it was called, and he escaped. And then every episode was basically him becoming a
Doctor,
whatever he wanted.
pilot.
Yeah, exactly. And he was those people. Like he wasn't pretending. Well, he was. It was The Pretender, but he was able to become them. Like he was smart enough to be those positions.
Not to be confused with Catch Me If You Can.
I wonder if that's what they based it off.
Well, that was based off a true story.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So I wonder if The Pretender was based off that and they've just made it a bit darker.
Maybe.
It was such a good series.
But
so good.
Your DVD collection, that's another collection that you've got, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but that collection's been reduced.
Yes, but
to just
still.
the really good TV seasons.
Yes, but still.
The movies are gone.
Yeah, the movies are gone because Netflix killed all that.
Yeah.
And killed Blockbuster.
Yeah, and Video Easy.
And Video Easy.
Everyone talks about Blockbuster, but Video Easy was my go-to. Yeah, I do like to collect collections. So that's the problem with me, is that I will have 10,000 collections and I will try and collect. For example, we're doing Disney Locana. I've done pop vinyls and I've done Swarovski is a collection.
Yes.
There's so many different collections here in this house. And the more I look around, I think, oh, I collected Mickey pumpkins for Halloween.
Yes, I see
There
that.
is like 15 Disney Mickey pumpkins in the kitchen right now.
I see that the Mickey pumpkins have made an appearance already, even though we're nowhere near October. I think I went away for a week and all of this came back. And what are we calling this thing?
The hutch.
The hutch.
Purple hutch. If you have a look at my Instagram, you'll see the purple hutch appear. It changes
It's blue.
very regularly. So we've had multiple things on the hutch. So we had House of Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I theme it for whenever I'm sort of feeling a bit like, I want to change the house. And instead of just going to town like I have on occasion,
Yes.
I have changed the hutch.
Yes.
For example, people probably don't care about this, but I'm going to tell you. So originally we lived next door. So my neighbours who lived here, the house was not up to the standard in which I thought I was moving into. Let's just put it that way.
Yep. No,
When I did
let's-
walk in so I'd already committed to pay, to buy. We'd
Let's-
said we're buying.
Let's put it into Lamech's terms. This house was destroyed on the inside.
Yeah.
And
we didn't know.
no, we had
And
no idea.
It wasn't, and it was just one of those things. We were in a time where I was very lucky, and it was before the house boom, to go, I want it, I'll take it.
Yep.
I don't need to come into your house. I don't want to walk through your house. I know what's in there. It's ours.
Yep.
So on this day you leave and we'll deal with it.
Yep.
No problems. And I walked into this house on the day we took over and I sat on the floor and I cried I cried and I cried.
I think you took over on the 23rd of December.
No, it was a bit before that.
Was it?
It was earlier in December. But I remember we've got a step in our house, like two different levels.
Yeah.
I remember very, very clearly I sat on the step and my dad walked in and my dad is the most laid back guy. He's like, oh yeah, bit of a fixer-upper. Yeah, okay. And I'm just sitting there sobbing, thinking I have invested so much money into, and what an idiot I was for not looking inside.
Yeah.
And and I kept saying to him, I have gotten what I deserve by not looking in this house. Yeah. And then we had to do Christmas and be happy, and I just tried to block it out.
Yeah. Well, that was so that's the first part of the story.
Yeah,
all right?
that was
the
first part.
And then we come up with a plan that we were just going to renovate it, rent it out, get it up to a livable standard, and rent it out, because in my mind I'm like, I'm not moving into there.
Yeah.
And so on the 20, I distinctively remember it was the 27th of December 2010.
Yeah, 10.
2010. I woke up to the sound of the kitchen bench being thrown into the driveway.
Yeah, I woke up with a fury.
She woke up with a sledgehammer in her hand, and the kitchen bench landed in the driveway. I looked out the window, and I was just in my boxes, and I just went, okay, cool, we're doing this. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'd made the executive decision.
I walked in, and you had all the safety gear on, and went, we're moving in. And I went,
yeah, it was insane. I don't know what happened. I feel like I had a dream, and all of a sudden...
Settle down, Martin.
But I did. I had a dream that we needed to move. And the other thing was, I'm not a very big spiritual person by any shape or form.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I had this really, I don't know if it was because this house was giving me nightmares, but the house that we were living in, I don't know if I want to say any about this story actually, because
do it.
The people that live there are lovely, love them. They've been friends of ours forever. Literally, our court it's insane. The thing was, I was in bed facing the wardrobe, which was the mirrored sliding doors. In my dream, this little girl in this dress with a bow with black hair was looking up at me, but I could see the back of her because I was looking into the mirror and I couldn't see her face yet. And I was watching her go up, and she was going to be at that point when I wake up, I was going to see her face was going to be looking at me. That's the level of how high up to the bed she was.
Yeah.
And my arm was out across the bed, and she reached up, her hand come up first, grabbed my hand, and I woke up. And it freaked me out so much that I was just, oh my God.
See, I'm getting goosebumps hearing this story, because my story, and I told you this.
This was, and you told me this so much late. I kept that internal
we weren't
fear
we weren't
for
even
so
living.
long.
We weren't even living at the house when I told you my one.
Yeah.
But I had this dream that a little girl, black hair, white dress, and a yellow ribbon,
bow. Yeah, and it freaks
around
me
her waist. I'm actually yuck.
And I don't believe in it.
But she skipped past
the
doorway, and that's when I told you this years
after. It was
after.
So long after.
Yep. And you've just went, oh, nah.
I'm so glad we moved. That happened.
Yep.
That was very close to the 27th.
Yep.
And I just had this switch flicked. And I was so angry at myself. And I was like, we are moving. And then the third thing was the Swarovski cabinet was so full.
Yes.
And you'd brought me something for Christmas. And it didn't fit in the Swarovski shelf nicely.
Yep.
And I just woke up on the 20th and said to myself, that's enough.
And you'd already picked the wall where the Swarovski was going to go.
Yeah, and I literally come over here. And then on the 27th, Shannon got out of bed, came over. My dad wandered across the road because, he lives in the court too.
Yep.
And our friend Eddie arrived, and we basically
gutted the house.
Mm-hmm. And it was insane. It was just the most insane day ever.
But it was a good day.
Yeah, it was. It was like the switch flicked though, and it fully went, okay, snap out of feeling sorry for yourself, get in there, fix it, and be done with it.
These are the cards you dealt.
Yeah.
Just roll
and
with
you've
it.
dealt them to yourself
by
by
you
not
did it
looking.
to yourself.
You idiot.
Yeah. 100%.
And now I'm really proud of our house.
Oh, I love our house. I absolutely love our house. Our house is like a full theme of white, black, and silver.
Yeah. And it's really us. The thing is too, it's like it took a lot of work because I did a lot of it. So Shannon was working, and this was before we were working together, really. In any way, shape, or form.
We got the house. We moved in here before.
This was before the pizza shop, yeah.
Before we got married.
Yeah, that's right, actually. Yeah. And then I literally did a lot of this house myself.
Yep. Yeah,
because you were working, and I was like, I'm not. I'd
be here on the weekends.
Yeah, you were here on the weekends after work. I was here all day.
Yeah.
Because at that point I worked for mum and dad.
Yeah.
So they knew the time had come where I was having holidays, but I wasn't leaving the country. I was just here. here in my own mess.
But when they got quiet, they came home. Your dad came home and he brought Eddie down to do it as well.
And we were here just ripping things out. It was insane. But anyway, the point was we moved for the Swarovski cabinet. So the collections of collections.
Yeah.
But it's been a big thing.
But that is one of the major collections. But like your collections, you do go a bit overboard.
I do.
I'll say it.
I do. I can't help myself.
That's why you did this hutch thing, is so you can have one little area you can decorate constantly.
That's exactly right. And when I get the urge to change something, instead of bringing out a tin of paint to paint a wall or something drastic, I just change the hutch.
Yeah, you just change the hutch because, like, you know, Christmas started off in one room and now it's into 5.
Yeah, but it's not. But even Halloween did the same.
Yeah,
Halloween was spreading throughout the house.
Yes, Halloween.
And now we're in only 2 areas.
Yeah, but Halloween was restricted to one area as well, and then
you try to restrict to the decorating.
Yeah, I do, because it's just one area. But then Halloween moved to 4 areas, and then I went, you know what? I'm going to take my area back, and I made that the Avengers campus.
Yeah, that's true, which is really my area. Because I love everything there.
Yeah, I know.
I've contributed a lot to that area.
Oh, yeah, no, you have.
And I'm okay with it.
We go hard.
Yeah, that's right. Let's have a Marvel section of the house. Next minute, there's 10 helmets.
Yeah.
Every prop you can imagine.
Yeah. And we're just looking for different bits and pieces, like different characters and whatnot. And
now you've started on a Star Wars room, which brings me utter disgust, but it's okay because everyone's entitled to their own thing.
We're going to have we're starting a Star Wars room.
I've seen that it started. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I walked in there and I was like, "What's that on the wall?
Yeah.
Who is this? Oh my god! Hello."
I put a Mickey one up in your room.
Yeah, I know.
In your office.
Yeah, but I appreciated that. I really appreciated Mickey popping up. But yeah, no, when I walked in there and I was like, "Okay, what are you?
That's
you
Darth
are Darth Vader."
Yeah.
Yep. And then I turn around and there's a lightsaber.
Yeah.
On the wall.
Darth Maul's
on the other
lightsaber.
one.
Yep.
And then I turned around a bit further and there was some little Star Wars pop people and I'm like, who are you?
Yep.
And how did you get into this house? And then I thought to myself, that's a real. You know that I'm the owner of this house. That's what I feel like I'm going to walk in there one day and be like to these Star Wars people. Yeah, that's exactly. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like is going to happen one day. I'm going to walk in there and it's going to be full Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen.
I'll make it happen. I want a collection.
Yeah. You collect hats.
I do collect hats. I collect hats and tools.
Yeah.
that's such a boy thing.
And that's the...
that's the extent.
That's it. But it's not bad. That's handy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what do you do with these collections when you die?
Ooh.
Because we don't have kids. So and now this is something that's probably a real story. We don't have kids. So what happens to our collections when we die? They're going to go to my nieces and nephews.
Yeah, but are they going to know the worth of the stuff?
Not a chance.
No.
Because they're not Disney lovers.
No.
They're not collectional people. Like, they're going to just go through it and be like,
There's one where I've got hope that he's going to love Disney. He loves Marvel.
He does.
So
I have
we're
hope
like
for him for that one.
25% of the way there.
25? No.
No, because Marvel's one. It's 25% of the whole Disney brand.
Well, that's true.
So we're like 25% of the way there. We just need to get into Pixar, Star Wars, and then Disney.
Yeah, and then he can just rule the roost.
Yeah.
Be like, well, I'm the only one that likes everything. It's all mine.
Yeah, I'm the only one that likes everything. I know how much all this stuff's worth. This is all mine.
Yeah, walk it. And I think the others would be like, okay, whatever.
Your issue, mate.
Yeah, your problem. But I do think that all the time. It's like, okay, so say if I died tomorrow, I'd like not to tap on wood, Jesus. But if by chance Now, was that Lucifer coming to collect, or was that?
No, that's just me
tapping
tapping on wood, talking about like ghost girls next door.
I know. I'm gonna
Just-
freak myself out.
yeah.
But anyway, the point is, if I die tomorrow, you're welcome to throw out whatever you want, and I feel like that should be something that people. And this is a serious conversation here. People should discuss that more often, especially people without children. Like, if I know it was really hard to go through my nan stuff
Yeah,
because of the sentimental values of everything.
yeah.
I just feel like we're those people that if I die tomorrow, you're welcome to chuck out whatever you want. But I just want it noted. You're welcome to chuck out anything that you don't want and feel no guilt about it.
But a lot of this stuff is my stuff as well. Like, I was here for a lot of the purchases of this stuff, and it's not.
But I'm not just talking about us and our collection. I'm talking about that should be a conversation that every couple, family, person should have.
Yeah.
It would just make the whole process, because everybody's going to die. Like, I hate to break it to you. Everybody's going to die at some point. But wouldn't it be easier emotionally if beforehand you just went around and said, I don't give a shit if you throw out everything.
Really?
Because I'm dead and you can keep whatever you want, and that's great.
So you think it would be you think it would have been easier to go through all your other like your nan stuff if she had said, oh, look, just turf it all if I'm gone?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
No problem. Like, only for the sentimental values of things.
Yeah.
But I would just like to, like, say you died tomorrow, Tapwood.
God.
I would not be able to throw, if you didn't say to me, you can throw out whatever you want, I don't think I could, because of the sentimental value of it all.
You can throw...
There are certain things I could actually. There are, like, some of your wardrobe choices. They could go.
I know you're looking at my war helmets over there.
Yeah, and your Star Wars collection. No,
Oh, I just got that.
I'm joking. But you know what I mean. Like, I just feel like it should be a conversation that every family should have and amongst themselves. And it would just make everything so much easier for people.
Yeah.
To just go, I don't mind. I don't mind if you want to throw everything out. These are the things that have been family heirlooms and passed down, which you would probably have an idea about anyway.
Yeah.
Before this conversation. But, like, if you don't know what they are, you just sit down and have the conversation.
Yeah.
Way to bring down the gloominess.
That did go very dark very quickly though, didn't it?
After last week, I tried really hard to not be dark and gloomy, but there you go. Macca's was annoying. We had good seats.
Good seats at two events. Yep.
There you go. You got our house story.
Yeah.
And that's probably what we're going to cover today. So thank you very much for listening. Still no Coke sponsorship.
No Coke sponsorship.
We are actually sponsored for this podcast.
So right now my face looks like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
That's shocked about that. So I would very much like to thank PodOps for taking the opportunity and for trusting us in allowing us to go free reign with our podcast. They certainly have been sponsoring this podcast from day one.
They went no restrictions.
They said, do what you want. We trust you.
Yep.
And they are a hosting provider. So if you want to start your own podcast, you should definitely check out PodOps. They are fantastic to deal with. The team is amazing. And they don't only offer tips on podcast hosting, they also offer tips on podcast creation. They have an editing studio. You can go to town and make everything podcast worthy through PodOps.
So that's how you do all this, right?
Yes,
Makes
that's
it so
exactly
easy.
right.
So easy.
It's easy for you because you just sit here and talk.
I am just the co-host.
So we would definitely like to thank PodOps, and we would like to thank our future sponsor and team member, Coke Zero.
Woo!
One day, well, when that happens.
Perfect with every meal.
Yeah.
That's the slogan, isn't it?
No. I cannot. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. We will see you next week.
See ya.